Stealing from NEAT 4x4, this is my Nissan Patrol TD42 dual cab. Stealing from NEAT 4x4, this is my Nissan Patrol TD42 dual cab. This thing has had a lot of work done to it recently. Some of it performance, some of it's just to keep it on the road and not fall into a million parts and end up like a Toyota. First of all though, big shout out and thanks to Troy and all the boys there at Eastern Auto Tech, the mechanics down in Bayswater. They're the guys that did all the hard work into this and helped me go along the process of picking what to do, how to do it and why. Because obviously once you start going down the rabbit hole of working on cars, it's a lot easier just to do a whole lot of things at once. Some things are not important, some things are, and it just becomes a vicious cycle when at the end of the day, someone has to pay some cash. So it's important that you're happy with what you're doing and all the rest of it. So number one, most noticeably, is the turbo has been upgraded and changed to a brand new one. Reason being, too much debris inside of the turbo and just started chipping away at the fans, the propeller, sorry, and eventually got chewed up and the turbo is now rubbish. So we had to go for a new one. I could barely drive the vehicle without it. So the new turbo's gone in, 18g UFI turbo. It's been fantastic. It's running around 20 pound of boost at the moment. Now the next biggest thing, which is somehow more exciting than I think the turbo, are my centers. I've now got 4:3 diff ratios over the 4.6s that used to be in this thing because it was a 2.8. And wow, like bugger me, they are so much better. I can't even believe it. Before, driving on the 4.6s were just so hard. The rev range was just ridiculous. Sitting on 80 to 100 Ks, you're doing like 3.5 grand. On 3.5 grand, sometimes 4 grand. It just was screaming its tits off. It just felt like you were about to, oh, she's windy, boys. The wind is well and truly starting to settle in now for this storm. Basic matrix service, the whole front end got redone, bearings, bushes in the front end here. You can see the Panhard, hub seals, all that gear got done. Obviously the diffs had to get removed. So that means everything else had to be disassembled, which means it got all pulled back as brand new. Otherwise you'd be running out of time and money trying to put old stuff back in together. Sway bar links, I had one that was snapped off. The radiator got blasted, filled up with coolant, obviously oil dropped on everything. Diff breathers up into the engine bay, which has been awesome because the other ones I had I didn't realise, but they're actually kinked and full of mud from previous guy. Obviously the new gauges, the video gauges have come in, so I did have a set of Sinotech gauges in originally, but now I've gone purely VDO. I've got a mechanical boost gauge put in and a electronic water temp. So the water temp has been awesome electronically. I wouldn't go anything else. I'm stoked with that. Boost is also really on the money too, being mechanical, and it's pretty easy to do because it's just a simple airline. Things like oil and things like that are not really the best idea mechanically, because if you ever have a problem, you've got hot oil in the car. The gauge has been hooked up, so it's obviously been done. So obviously the sensors and the senders have been put in position. New radiator cap just for the high pressure with the suit to coolant. New battery had to get put in, like I mentioned in the other video with my starter motor. Just that battery was a bit crook. Belts were tightened, that was a big one as well. And essentially that's pretty well the bread and butter of it all. So I'm stoked with how it's driving and how it is. right in time for Christmas as well, which was awesome by the team to get that done for us. To be honest, the turbo and all that kind of stuff, I wasn't really at the top of my to-do list, but it's one of those positions where I had a dodgy turbo and I needed to fix it, so I needed to do something, and may as well do it something that I can benefit the car in the long run. And yeah, we've come into the new year now. It's 2022, and I've got a lot of things that I want to try and achieve this year through the Neat 4x4 account. A lot of fun, I hope, and a lot of adventures again, I hope. By the looks of it, you know, COVID's sort of settling in, and it is what it is, which we all knew that anyway, but it's official. So it's just a matter of going out there and living your life again now and picking up where you left off 2-3 years ago, whatever it was. So I'm stoked again. I can't thank you enough if you did watch this and tuned in and listened and watch me yarn on. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video just to show you exactly what's happened from Eastern Auto Tech. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.